everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, Touch of Magic. Today is day 3 of Craftoween, which is amazing. So this is the Spellbinders kit. It's 13 days of Craftoween, and let's open it up and see what we have for day 3. I've done day 1 and day 2. You can see that in the playlist for Craftoween 2025. In advance, I have prepped 2 of the little essential pockets or envelopes, which are made with the Everyday Essentials envelope, and I'm using just the main die part of this. The other 2 things I have out and ready to go is the stamp set that comes with the kit and the bling, which I haven't used yet, so maybe today's the day. I don't know, we'll see. So those are out and ready to go. Let's open up day 3 and see what we have. I love the packaging. I can see turning these things into somehow into cards or tags or something. 3. Ooh. All right, we have ourselves a poison bottle. You're So Sweet, which is off of the stamp set, so it's giving you kind of suggestions. So what I'm going to do is, like I've done the last 2 days, I'm going to take a couple minutes, percolate, then I will start die cutting, and I usually just show that as a sped up thing, and we'll go from there. I do want to say just in advance that I am an affiliate designer for Spellbinders. They did send me this kit to be able to play with and create with. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore at Spellbinders. I do believe there are some independent craft stores that might still have some. So check your local store, see if they have it. If you already have the kit and you're creating, hey, tag me on social media. I'd love to see what you're making. You can find me on all the places as Touch of Magic, Magic with a K. So anyway, let's get back to it and get started and see what we're going to make with today's little thing. What I've done here, this is acetate, and I've cut it with the protective paper on the back, as I find that it cuts cleaner through the die machine. And my thought here, because I haven't used the sparkly stuff yet, is I'm going to make me a little shaker card. So let's see how that works. So I think I'm going to go with greens because thought process being purple and then orange and then green is your triad for your color wheel, which I love having one of these. It makes it super easy to come up with color combinations that I know will work. What I usually do when I'm working with a set of dies like this is I will have a magnetic board that I just reuse over and over. So I put the dies that I'm working with on this and keep them handy on my desk. It makes it easy. And one of the things I will say about packaging like this is it really gives you an idea of how to layer all the components of what's in here. And okay, let's put some green. Almost always tap off in the lid. So I'm getting I love this color because it's very reminiscent of that sickly, poisony green when paired with a Halloween themed product as well. And I am deliberately not going for a really smooth, perfect blend. A lot of this stuff will blend back out anyway. I think I have a chartreusey color as well. I do. So I have this lemon yellow that I'm going to add some of that to the top here. Change it up a little. still in the same color tones, so I think it'll be okay. Okay, now I want to find a sentiment that I can either run long or tuck in. Cheers to spooky sips. Yep. I'll say this one is getting a little snug to fit on these things, and if any of the upcoming ones are even bigger, I might be a little challenged to do all 13 of them on these little pockets, which was my original plan. We shall continue to try. I think we're lined up there pretty good. Yep. Concord and 9th Midnight. Probably the darkest navy that I have. There we go. That's a good first impression. I actually really like the stamps that came with this. I've mostly used photopolymer stamps over the years, and I'm not sure what these ones are. They're a little more rubbery texture, but I mean, they're not made of rubber. Not sure what it is, but I really like them. They stamp beautifully. And, for the neck of the bottle, I would like to do it a lighter tone, so I'm going to go back to my pigment ink trick like I did last time. So a little bit of the Hero Arts Unicorn Pigment Ink. Lighten. It will dry back. I don't want it fully coated in white. I just want to make it look, I would just like to make it look a little dusty. That's my goal here. What I'm going to do here is color in the word poison with the green to match. I'm just wanting to tie all the colors in, and I'm going to attempt to put glue on the back of the letters and then adhere it on top of the acetate. Doing a voiceover because my mic went wonky on me today and half of this faded out, so I'm going to do my best to explain as I'm going here. So in doing that, just little dots on the back and then attaching it on top of the acetate, positioning as best I can, holding it for a second to let it set. You know, it's art, it's not perfection, so we're just going to do the best we can do with this. And then I'm going to use the pokey tool to push the letters through and hold the paper still and try my best to get this attached. Feel free to leave me some tips in the comments if you've done this sort of thing with really fine letters and have a better way to do this than I've come up with here. This is crafting on the fly for me as almost always, and just doing my best. But it actually turned out pretty good. The letters are there. There's a little bit of glue that kind of came out around the edges, but it does dry clear and really shouldn't show after it's on top with the confetti in behind. That should really solve a lot of the problems of any of that glue leakage. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm attaching these skull and crossbones. I did add a little gray shading to the skull just for some definition, and did the bones just in the white. And again, liquid glue, I like that you have a little bit of wiggle time and it does adhere well to the acetate, and just getting it all on. What I did here is I tapped off a little of the extra on the silicone mat to help prevent that squeegee effect of the glue squishing out. Love this on top of the green. I think the colors really work well. They're very kind of vibrant and fun and Halloweeny. So with this, I had to fuss with it a bit and realize that the curve goes up to give you that kind of curved top to the bottle, where you would have, it'll show you the cork there, which I'm going to put together. You would put the cork on the top, or you could tuck it in behind the band there if you want to drop it down a little lower to have, you know, space. And then I'm going to attach the little top edge there. Again, liquid glue. I love the little fine tip thing. If I can, actually, I'll try and link that in the description. I always forget about that one. My reverse tweezers are my best friend for all of these things. My fingers are just too clumsy for that. I'm doing the navy cardstock from Hero Arts. I think it's called Nautical Blue. When I do these envelopes, I do score the seams again with a scoring tool. It just helps because the cardstock is fairly thick to get a good crease on the edges there. Liquid glue, fold, and then I fold the bottom up, and then I tuck the outer flap in. It can be a little messy, but it works pretty good. Sorry, I'm still working on trying to get everything centered on camera. I'm relatively still a newbie to all these things. A heavy plate here would be handy to keep that down in place so that it will dry well. There we go. And just playing with some positioning to make sure everything is going to sit right. And now I'm figuring out where I'm going to put the sequins. Using some anti-static powder to help keep the sequins from flying all over my desk, at least hopefully. I tend to use a little tiny spoon. I have a bunch of antique ones that I use for this purpose because it makes me smile, and I think we should use things in our craft space that makes us happy. Just positioning, it's kind of a one and done. Once you peel the tape off and you're sitting it down, it doesn't peel up terribly easy. But you know, it's, again, not about perfection. We're just doing our best here. A little bit of pressure to hold everything down, and there we have a really cute little shaker element. I'm going to add the cork underneath the sentiment there just for a triangle of 3 to give it that visual. Tuck it in there, and then that, we're going to call it good. I'm going to attach it to the envelope base. It might have been easier actually if I'd have attached it before adding the little shaker element on the front. It might have been easier to do flat. You know, I fussed with it a little bit, and in the world of editing, ta-da, it's done. But overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out. It was a fun little shaker element to make. I like that you can, you know, a shaker doesn't have to be big. It can be something small and cute, and you're good to go. And that is day 3 in a wrap for Craftoween. 10 more days to go of this cute little release. And I love this little essential pocket. It's been fun to play with. I am hoping I can make the next 10 that go in this series with the same thing. It's great for a gift card or treats. Even though this is a new release for Spellbinders and their Craftoween release that I did receive as an affiliate for them, I do hope that you're learning techniques that you can then translate into other projects. You don't have to always buy new things, although we all love it. Feel free to dig into your stash, find things that you can use and recreate and have fun with. These little pockets are great for birthdays or Christmas or really anything that you're doing. And a shaker can be small. It doesn't have to be a huge element or a full card. It can just be whatever you want to make it. I want to say thank you for being here again today. I do hope that you've enjoyed it. I've appreciated you being here. If you haven't already, please do give a thumbs up. It does help support my channel. If you haven't already, subscribe. I do appreciate that as well. And if you want to follow what we're doing and see the next release, make sure you hit the notification button for all upcoming videos. And I will see you again tomorrow with day 4. Links are in the description. If you're looking for any products, please feel free to use them. My affiliate links earn me a small commission, but they don't cost you anything, and your support is truly appreciated, and I'm happy to have you here on this crafty journey that we're taking together. Have a great day.